Gee, how is everyone doing? How you keeping, Michael? Good?
Yeah, apologies, just started the recording.
Brilliant. Well, just let me know when we're ready to go and we will crack off with this wonderful AMA with a brilliant project that we're going to learn all about together. Now, on this AMA, unlike the last one that we had, we have some questions prepared, so it's going to be even better than the last one. Are we ready to kick it off, Michael? Are we recording? We've got a wonderful crowd in the audience.
Yeah, the recording has started. Just waiting for our guest here.
Brilliant, man. You give me the
Make
word and we
sure-
will kick it off.
Lionel, are you here?
Hey, Michael. Yeah, I'm here. Here. Hi, Mike.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, David. Yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for
Hello, man.
organizing.
How you doing? Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, it's my great pleasure. Thank you for organizing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, first things first, because we're about to kick it off, we would love a quick introduction from you, about a little bit about yourself, your background, and of course, DeSyn or DeSyn, the incredible project that you guys are building.
Sure. Thank you. So my name is Lionel, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of DeSyn Protocol. We have been working on this over the past 2 years. A truly decentralized asset management protocol. And finally, I think after a year and a half of building the product, we are ready to launch. Really want to bring a nuance to the asset management in completely a new way. Yeah. Thank you.
Brilliant, man. That sounds incredible. So I think given what's going on within the Web3 ecosystem and beyond right now, true decentralization is something that is absolutely wets the whistle and makes everyone salivate in the world of crypto and Web3. So it's wonderful to hear that you guys are pushing forward with that true decentralized vision, something which I'm sure Satoshi themselves would have been very, very proud of. But can you just give us a quick rundown when you say asset management protocol? Can you define that a little bit? Tell us what it means for users.
Sure. So basically, we have with decentralized asset management protocol, we allow basically people to build a portfolio on top of that using our smart contract. So in a very in nutshell, we are on-chain non-custodian solution. So everything will store in the smart contract assets, and just like Gnosis and Uni, only the investor themselves, not us or any third party or portfolio manager, have ability to withdraw the asset. And also for portfolio manager, we are a SaaS provider, like basically provide them basically a life cycle on-chain asset management solution. First kind, like you can just come in and build any portfolio on your own without any other software at all. And also, in order to protect the investor and also portfolio manager, we use a smart contract basically for all the portfolio, the operational terms, like how much money you invest, what type of token you can invest, strategy you can use, how to exit, how to get the rewards. Everything about operation, about this portfolio will be written in the smart contract, executed automatically. Really try to avoid the situation like what happened in asset management over the past 2 years. The black box operation misuse the client's money for different purposes. And the third, also we are marketplace. On the one side, allow basically investor to invest basically in portfolio anywhere, built by portfolio manager anywhere around the world, and also allow portfolio manager to list their portfolios. So that's actually kind of what we think about and important to the users and a decentralized asset management protocol for investor and also for portfolio manager and also other people related I can introduce later. But yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
absolutely, man. So you've got two core focuses, right? Two core customers, should I say, investors and then portfolio managers. Now, when we say portfolio managers, do you mean individuals that might represent organizations that are managing portfolios which are far larger than any particular individuals?
Yeah, exactly. Anyone, like for example, you, me, and everyone around here, we all can be a portfolio manager. Yeah, but kind of the motivation behind it is actually on the one side we want to provide, especially for small to the medium portfolio manager, opportunity to really show themselves, because everything's on chain and everything's real, and things were protected by smart contract. Only thing for portfolio manager and to do is to show your talents. If you can help actually your investor make money, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, truly we don't care. And people will love to support you and to actually support you for your entire portfolio management career. That's actually what we think about, because we saw so many talents around the world. We don't want those talents actually being screwed by those poor, bad portfolio managers, because we believe still there are just only portion of them around the world. Many of them are still very good. We want to provide them a platform to show their talents.
Okay, so you could actually be, let's say you're an independent investor and you're really good at it. You know how to analyze the markets. You know what's coming up. You do your research. You do TA. You do FA, and you want to prove to an organization or to another individual just how good you are at your job. You can then use DeSyn and all of the trades and everything that you hold in your portfolio, I guess, is entirely transparent, right?
Precisely. Yeah. And I think that's actually what we think about, like for portfolio manager. Every portfolio manager start from zero, from the scratch. They initially will manage their own money and then gradually start to manage their own money and also their friends' money. And then later they start to manage actually maybe friends' money and also some money from actually the investors. And then probably will be more from investor. But we want to really give them a platform and a place for them to grow. And because everything's real, there's no bullshit. It's just, your performance is everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, that's amazing. There's no smoke and mirrors here, and obviously it's all on chain, as you've mentioned. It's completely transparent now. I don't want to name names, and I'm not going to point any fingers, but I think we can all remember very, very recently there was something to do with a guy with curly hair. He might have been a vegan or something. I don't know. Anyway, he messed up big time. But despite the mess up and the waves that sent into the world of Web3, DeFi never faltered, protocols didn't collapse, everything worked as it was intended to work. So with that in mind, I would love to know a little bit more about the motivation that yourself and your team had behind creating a truly decentralized asset management platform, right? Why would somebody come here and use DeSyn rather than just take the easy route, so to speak?
Okay. So basically, you actually asked a pretty good question. So initially, when we started the project, actually about a year and a half ago, we really want to actually look for something. Actually, I would just say have a long path to grow. A sector actually we can build really great business and for long term in the crypto space, and also truly want to do something that can be really, I would just say, innovating and also meaningful for the people in the crypto industry. So at that time, actually, we were inspired a lot by Uniswap, open, transparent, and automatic protocol and solution. So we were asking ourselves the same question: is there any other sector which actually we believe can have similar protocol, can have a huge impact? Because Uniswap actually made a huge impact on exchange sector, and then we're thinking about the other sector also actually with a tremendous opportunity, that is asset management. And that's actually what we inspire. And so that's why we built this actually open, transparent, automatic solution. And to really solve the challenges, three important challenges. So one challenge is really about allow people, investor, like I think a lot of people here, we are from different countries, but we're not qualified, we're not able to buy a lot of portfolio or investment fund for other country because of restrictions. But right now, because DeFi permissionless, you can buy anywhere. And secondly, really provide portfolio manager a basically very cost-efficient way to build their portfolio on chain, and really actually lower the cost and make everything so easy for every like small to medium portfolio manager. And thirdly, really is actually we didn't realize actually like over past 2 years, what happened. I would just say the lost in the trust between investor and portfolio manager. And we want to actually really build something, use a smart contract, use our crypto native way to rebuild and reshape the trust between the portfolio manager and the investor, and helping the asset management actually, really want to actually, by doing this protocol and also fortunate to have more partner in the ecosystem to really help asset management to go in the positive way rather than, I would just say, really bad way over past 2 years. And because we believe no matter what happened, people still gonna need asset management in crypto. And that's something we are certain about.
I completely agree. I think the world of DeFi and certainly Web3 on a broader term has absolutely proven itself during these turbulent times, and I'm sure it will continue, and it will only continue to get better and better and better. So I would love to understand a little bit more about what you guys think the market size is for this, right? I mean, asset management, it must be absolutely huge. Do you have any figures in terms of just how wide an audience this could reach? Or do you truly think it's for any individual in the world who has access to internet and a crypto wallet and they want to get involved in investing in the asset management ecosystem?
That's a super awesome question, David. So when we think about like asset management, basically, we think actually it's for everyone. Because it's very simple. Like for example, in the Web2, people invest the most popular products. One is the stock, and the second is mutual fund. Both actually basically account for majority of the investment from retail, even a large portion from institutionals. But in crypto, I think for everybody here, we have our day job, and we don't have a time where we don't have expertise to manage a lot of assets on a daily basis. So we should actually leave it to professionals. But first, actually, professional, we want to make sure actually they're really professional, and also they actually don't take our money away. So for the retails, and I think everybody out here are probably retails, we need a solution. We need a better solution, and so that's actually what we want to build this for. Is truly for everyone in the crypto space, and also truly for all the portfolio manager in the crypto space. They can manage on-chain assets. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, the core ethos, or at least one of them, of Web3 is about true openness and the ability to give access to all of these services that for so long we were almost gated from accessing. So pioneers, like yourself and Hayden Adams behind Uniswap and countless others, the list could go on, that are truly responsible for providing the future of the open web, I guess, and the open financial system. But to take it back towards DeSyn a little bit, or DeSyn, which one is it, by the way? Is it DeSyn or is it DeSyn?
Both actually are fine, but we call DeSyn. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with yours. I'll go with DeSyn. I did watch the video on your website, and it did say DeSyn, but it's just sod's law that I would forget that when we went into the AMA. But can you speak a little bit more about the protocol itself, the app? What are the key features of it? What does it enable users to do that perhaps other similar apps don't?
Sure. So I think when we design this, actually, it's asset management, and they have a lot of different roles within asset management. For example, we have an investor, okay, and for investor, actually, we provide a very permissionless marketplace, allow them to buy invest into different portfolio products, and that's actually for the investor. And the second actually important role for this protocol is actually the portfolio manager. For portfolio manager, I think our true value proposition is actually help them to make money, to build their own asset management business from scratch. But in order to really by providing an infrastructure, allow them to do it, there are three important things actually we want to help portfolio manager along the way by providing the infrastructure. So number one is really help them to raise money quickly and efficiently. So on this part, actually, as I said, it's a permissionless marketplace. To a certain degree, like OpenSea and the Uni. So you can actually, a lot of investors, if you actually have pretty good the track record, people would like to invest into your portfolio and your fund. And also, second, actually, amazing feature we build, also learn from Uni. Uni actually use a very single formula to change the market making sector. Market making sector used to be a very, I would call, isolated and a few individual participate. A very lack of transparency, lack of trust. But Uni actually make it actually open, transparent, and people can participate globally. That's really amazing. We love it. So when we think about also for portfolio manager, probably number one challenge actually when they start a fund or portfolio is to raise money. Can we really make raising money this part from where it was? Like lack of transparency, lack of trust, and only few individual institutions can participate, to just open and transparent and globally participated. So we actually made a similar product feature. So we actually make the commission system first time in the crypto industry on chain. So long story short, any portfolio manager, like everyone around here, we can set up how we're gonna reward the people who help us raise money. For example, you can set up how to share your performance fee or management fee or issuance fee or redemption fee. Everything will be written in the smart contract. Everyone with a crypto wallet, when you connect, and you will have a unique address, you can ask your friends or people who trust you to invest. The smart contract will automatically calculate a contribution from your side, and based on contribution will reward you automatically. Could be, for example, just like one time, could be actually give you money on the monthly basis, could be actually give you, a big amount, when the portfolio, when they actually closes. So those can be set up by portfolio managers. So simple, easy. And in this way, we believe actually we can make this fundraising become open, transparent, and globally participated. That's actually for fundraising part. The second thing we really want to solve the problem for portfolio manager is by giving them a life cycle on-chain portfolio management tool, a solution. They can manage assets easily. So on this part, there are three important features actually built in using. So the first one, we actually 8,000 lines of code and a smart contract. We push a smart contract, the utility to the maximum. So people can choose different templates. Allow portfolio manager to choose different templates. You can choose a template for open-end structure, closed-end structure, NFT structure, and also for like DeFi lending, DeFi leverage staking. So those different templates allow portfolio manager to deploy different strategies, and simple, easy. And also, as I said, there's automatic the operation via smart contract. So every terms you sign up with the investor initially will be executed automatically. That's actually really want to protect people. And also multi-signature and multi-role asset management. If you are owner of a portfolio, and we actually allow you to have a multiple portfolio manager to help you manage your portfolio. And also you have a whitelist for asset, also whitelist for investor, based on your need when you build a portfolio. So it's a life cycle kind of a on-chain portfolio management tool. And the third is really truly for portfolio manager. help you to build a trust using smart contract. So one thing is everything will be stored in the smart contract. Nobody can get it, not yourself, only the investor. Second, every single investment term will be written in the smart contract, executed automatically. And you can tell the investor, you don't need to trust design, you don't need to trust portfolio manager, you don't need to trust any third party. Just need to trust the code. If the code is okay, your money is safe. If code is okay, and your investment into a portfolio, no matter what happens, will execute it automatically according to the term you set up initially. This is actually for portfolio manager, just help them to build their own business from scratch. And the third, and also very interestingly, the role in our ecosystem is fundraising partners. Because we believe actually they're gonna be super important for portfolio manager and also for investor. For fundraising partner, simply, it's very simple. Everyone around the world can become fundraising partner. Only thing you need is a crypto wallet. And the rest is just your own decision and who you would like to help to raise money. And then you can just enjoy basically the money and on a monthly basis from the reward set up by the portfolio manager. That's basically the value proposition for those three important roles and also key feature to support them.
Brilliant. Okay, so it's painting a very clear picture in my head as to what the protocol itself does. It's really an end-to-end solution for this entire space of portfolio management. I love it. However, let's talk just very, very briefly on the risks that come for a user. So beyond the smart contract risk, which of course you wonderful people have tried to alleviate with the Certik audit, which I've read through, and you've acknowledged a lot of the issues and resolved so many of them too. And everybody's free to check that out on Certik.com on the security leaderboard. But other than that, would you say that the only risk is the same risk that you encounter in any investment environment is the fact that investments may go down as well as up?
Sure. I think, for example, definitely we put the security on the top level our project. So, and Certik and Slomis, and we have an auditor, and also Certik has been helping us a lot on the security front. So this is the job we need to get it done. I want to make sure the security we look up to the top the DeFi projects like Uni and Compound RV to maintain the highest standard. But the security is not I would just say it's not just audit. It's about every detail and every procedure and every operation part of the project. So we want to maintain the highest standard. And besides this, actually, there definitely have investment risk. What we want to avoid basically is, I would just say, the black box operation, the misuse clients' money, and also the false data provided by portfolio manager, and those actually we want to truly avoid. But still, if you want to make money, I think for everyone around here, you need to really care and you need to really pay more attention to, for example, the macro picture, the sector changes, and a lot of time, just like when you invest into mutual fund or ETF, really depends on the macro and also sector. For example, currently maybe it's not a good time to buy the Nasdaq index. Probably short Nasdaq index is a better solution, given what happened on the macro. So I think for everyone here as an investor, we need to pay more attention to sector and the macro changes, and in order to make money. But that's actually the investment risk, I think. But we just want to actually to really help everyone around here to avoid other credit risk and from the portfolio management side.
Yeah, I absolutely love the reference you made to the black boxes and the misused data that we see sometime in the traditional world. I think you absolutely nailed it. That was perfect. Thank you so much for that answer. Let's take a little look forward now. So you guys, I believe, are live with the asset management protocol. What is left to come on the roadmap? Are you guys planning to launch more financial focused products, or is there something else? It's basically what I'm trying to ask you is, do you have any alpha for me and the wonderful listeners in our channel today?
Or we do have many for everyone around here. And for example, took us actually a year and a half to build this very innovating protocol. And the next step actually really we want to help people around here to make money for the rest of the year. Yeah, because it's super important. So here's when we see the market and also investment opportunity. The first series of the product we're gonna bring online in April is a leveraged staking triple products, because staking market is still currently the largest one for a lot of investors in crypto. But a lot of big DeFi users, when they actually deal with a staking, they're actually not doing like staking, they're doing leverage staking. And many of them doing that. They can enjoy 3 times return and minimum downside risk because they're professional, they have a team to manage. But for everyone around here, the retail investor is hard for us to do that because we don't have time and we're not as professional as they are. But what if actually, for example, the professional team and actually can offer those products to the retail investor, allow them to enjoy 3 times leverage the staking return on Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, and even other public chains. In the meantime, only probably maybe 1% management fee, and that's we believe is pretty awesome. The product for the retail investor, like including myself. So we actually are launching that series of the leverage staking product with multiple institutions. Actually, we're gonna share later on also on the different exchanges, because we have a investor from the top 8 exchanges in the crypto, plus investment from 6 public chains. So we are actually going to gradually roll out that series of the leverage staking product for retail investor. That's number one. And the second product actually we really enjoy, really love is leverage token. So basically, it's very simple. Right now, we believe, for example, for the rest of the year, probably the market, especially the Bitcoin, will bounce back between maybe 25,000 and also maybe 35,000 actually in this range. So for a lot of investors here, we can buy spot, we can buy perpetual, but maybe there's something in between, in the middle. Like for example, the product I love in the Web2 is actually I like to buy a Nasdaq double or Nasdaq minus double index. Allow me to actually enjoy a little bit higher return. And a similar thing, I think in the crypto, what we're missing here is leverage token, like double, like BTC, WBTC double ETF, and also WETH double ETF, those type of products. We actually also launched with 3 institutions actually for the rest of the year. Those products will allow investors, especially retail institutional, to bet on the trends in longer term, like on a monthly basis. Right now, you can buy some actually leveraged token ETF from centralized crypto exchanges, but the fee is so high because they manage perpetual behind to make it work. But our mechanism for leverage is use DeFi lending as the way to manage that. So the management fee is much lower. Allow people to bet on the trend in a much longer time horizon. So this is actually the second series of product. The third product, I think this product I love a lot. We're actually going to launch it with Matrix Port. Actually going to basically have announcement in April. So Matrix Port recently launched a product. The idea is very simple. So the Circle and the Tether made most of their money from investing people's money into short-term U.S. Treasury and the repo. So the question actually for mission support, can we make the short-term Treasury and the repo product actually on-chain and allow investors to make money rather than Circle and also Tether make most of them. And that's actually a pretty good idea. And they already made it happen. So make US T-bill and the repo become on-chain asset, STPT. But challenging part for them is actually the minimum requirement. They require AML, KYC, and also minimum check size is I think 200,000. But actually, what we're gonna work with, and because we're a DeFi protocol, and also we have a multiple portfolio manager gonna use an offshore entity to build a portfolio. The asset basically is STPT. But right now, when they build a new portfolio on top of those assets, just like Lido, and there will be no AML KYC requirement, and also there are no any investment thresholds for every single one around here. So basically, you can enjoy kind of like stablecoin with 4% return, backed by US Treasury, and that asset can be circulated in the DeFi world and in the crypto world without any restriction. So that product, we believe, also gonna be super awesome for the rest of the year in the crypto industry. And that will be the third important product we're gonna launch. But there actually are many. A lot of portfolio manager actually have a lot of strategy want to deploy using our protocol. For example, like market making strategies and lending strategies, derivative strategies, because we only have a limited amount of people and the time. So we're gonna just roll out those products like gradually one by one.
Yeah, 100%, and that makes a lot of sense. And it's super exciting to hear what's coming in the future. Now, a really quick one, because we are about halfway through and we do have some wonderful community questions as well. I want to give you the opportunity to tell people where they need to go if they want to find out a little bit more, if they want to get their hands on it on testnet, if they want to play around, if they want to read the docs, if they want to join the community. So can you drop the website? Can you let them know if there's a Twitter, a Telegram, a Discord? Where do they go if they want to join the DeSyn community and get involved and learn more?
Sure. I'm happy to. You can actually join the DeSyn community. Go to our website, www.desyn.io, and we actually maintain pretty low key. So, but actually, our community very very viable. So like. On the Twitter and Telegram and Discord channel, we actually right now have a registered we call addresses in DeFi we call addresses more than 200,000 already, like just about less than actually 1 year since we launched the testnet, and also we have about 20,000 portfolio managers sign up also on our testnet, and so we love to actually get more people involved and test the product and also give more feedback. And because, as I said, it's very new and we need more people and help to really work together.
Brilliant. Well, you heard it here first, folks. If you want to get involved and you want to help shape the future of DeSyn protocol and you want to help shape the future of the open financial system, then you head to DeSyn.io. That is DES. S for Simon, Y for YOLO, N for nobody.io. And you can learn all about the product, all about the team, all about the community, and so much more. Now, I'm going to throw in our community questions right now and then see how much time we have left, and we can continue on for a little while. But we do have some brilliant questions from the community. We've got 4 or 5 of them, I believe. So I'm going to share them, and I'm just going to give a little preamble. If I mess up your Discord name when I say it out loud, then it's your fault. You need to have a better Discord name that I can read. But in all honesty, it's my fault and I apologize. But our first question is from Sawa, that's SAUWA, and they ask, if I issue shares for my assets in an open-end ETF, do these assets go under the full control of the creator?
So basically, if actually you invest, I would just issue a new share. The asset, basically, the portfolio manager will have access to manage assets, not withdraw, only to manage. And according to basically the investment terms you set up with the portfolio manager initially. For example, certain type of assets they can invest, certain type of strategy they can use. They can only manage within that framework. And for open-ended structure, another beautiful feature is actually you can withdraw anytime you want. And the portfolio manager cannot stop you. Yeah. So you can come in, come out anytime you want.
Okay, interesting. And there's no lockup period or anything like that.
No. This
Brilliant.
is actually the first version, but later we're gonna actually also launch, maybe allow to do
But
like
that makes a
T
lot
plus
of
one.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. The next question is from LOL, right, which is an easy name to say. Thank you. They asked, we all understand how partnerships are super important for every project in the crypto space. Can you tell us how much is DeSyn focusing on partnerships right now? And are you working to increase the number of partners that you have in the DeSyn ecosystem? I know that this is particularly important in the world of DeFi as well. So if you could comment on partnerships and what your guys' plans are or what you already have, that would be awesome.
Sure. For example, really this asset management, what we actually envision and also what we plan to do is really relevant to everyone around the crypto world. People need a place to invest. And so from the very beginning, we start a project. We also understand like not only it is a huge project, but also we need to start from like just from scratch, start from only probably few participants, few individual, few institutions. But gradually over past year and a half, we got a huge support. So far, for example, in terms of institutions, actually the investor, we have, as I said, probably including the exchanges in this round. Besides Binance, all the probably top 20 crypto exchange, we actually will get a 2/3 investor as a partner to distribute the product. And for public chains, plus some actually really some publishing we discussed right now, we will probably get 8 public chain together to build a product together to distribute product. That's a very strong partnership. And plus 20 plus portfolio manager institutions like they actually also will build our platform. So this is actually on the partnership part, and we believe going to be more and more institution to join in our as our investor, also as our partner to on the asset management, a decentralized asset management move, and also we have ambassador program, which also very right now promising. We prepare like 4 ambassador programs. So one for people who can help market the protocol and also product. And also we have ambassador program for portfolio manager. Really want to support them. Also ambassador program for the fundraising partners, because I think a lot of people want to make money in this actually bear market. And the last but not the least, and also ambassador program for technical partners around the world. And right now we already have more than 1,000 ambassadors sign up in different categories. I mean, as you probably can see, we don't do any active AMA or advertisement at all. But this is probably the first one we did over past. So yeah.
Well, look, it's a good start. Your first one, there's no doubt there. If people want to know a bit more about the ambassador programs, they want to get involved, either as a asset manager or something else. Is that on the website?
Yeah, it is. It is. And you can find it from our website. Yeah, we publish it. And also on Twitter. Yeah.
Awesome. So you can check out their website, check out their Twitter, and find all about those ambassador programs and see what you can do to get involved. But moving on, because we do have some other wonderful questions from wonderful listeners. Ashik asked, some investors find convenience in their favorite chain. Are there any possibilities or plans to go multi-chain in the future? I know you mentioned that you have investments and eyes on you from 8 different chains. Are you going to deploy on every single one of those, or?
The great question. Actually, right now, we love to actually give the tools for a lot of people to use on different chains. But as I said, we won't have a limited amount of people, and we initially will focus on Ethereum first, and then gradually roll out into different chains. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Can you share a bit about what those chains might be? Are you guys looking at EVM exclusively, or are you thinking about branching out to something else?
Definitely, actually, the EVM compatible chain will be our first priority. For example, like Polygon, Solana, and Polygon, Solana, BSC for those chains, and we actually consider, but still actually for deploy on each of them take time and also efforts. And we will select maybe actually based on our team current workload, maybe select maybe 1 or 2 to deploy, and for the rest of the year. Yeah, that's probably the maximum we can do right now based on our team size. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, thank you so much for the insight there. Excited to see that cross-chain future come to life. Melissa asks, it caught my attention that they say they plan to launch 5 to 10 different DeFi products in the next few years. Can you tell us a little bit more about what those products are that you'll be developing? Are they going to be focused on stable coins? Are they going to be focused on the wider crypto asset class? 5 to 10 years is a long time, so if you can give us a little bit of an idea about what might be coming down the pipeline, I'm sure we'd love to hear it.
That's actually an awesome question. Like, as I said, asset management is definitely a very big sector and tons of opportunities. And we cannot say, 5 to 10 years actually what's gonna the protocol gonna looks like. But what we're gonna be sure is actually we want to focus on is actually by doing a good job on a daily basis by building a very secure and an awesome product for people to use. We hope maybe actually down the road, a couple years later, when people think about us, it's actually already become a utility or kind of a basic structure when people want to build portfolio management products on chain. And we are the go-to solution, and they can do any sort of strategy like they like using our protocol. And also we can help tons of people in the asset management industry and can actually help them actually maybe can build their own business around it. Yeah. And that will be we're gonna be super happy, yeah, if we can make it happen.
Brilliant. Okay. We have one final question from MWAC, and they mentioned that you currently have an open-end ETF. But what other products are going to be released in the future? And I guess I guess that's quite similar to the question that we asked last time, but perhaps they're more focused on investment products, right? So ETFs, etc.
Yes. So on the testnet, we already launched our closed-end. So it's actually closed-end structure going to be launched soon, and also leverage staking, and also be launched very soon. So in April, we plan to launch two main products. One is leverage staking triple ETH, and also the STPT, we call it decentralized US Treasury product, and also based on the closed-end structure and with major support. And those products will gradually become, we believe, will help a lot of people, the retail investor around here.
Perfect. Okay, that's awesome. I'm excited to see when that launches. So do you guys have a tentative date for that, or is it something that we're just going to need to sit tight for?
Definitely please sit tight and April. Yeah, that's actually what I can see. But we actually work very hard to prepare everything for the launching in April.
Well, April is right now, guys, so there's not very much longer to wait. And you heard it here first on the Certik AMA. Look, I have a question that I like to ask anybody that we get on an AMA towards the end. And some people answer it really well. Some people say the same thing that they've said for the entire AMA, which is totally fine. You've got every right to do it, and I understand why you'd want to do it. But for the next 5 minutes or so, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you can take as long as you need. I would like to pass the microphone over to you, and exclusively you. You're allowed to talk about absolutely anything you want. It does not have to be crypto. It does not have to be Web3. It can be about the best way to meditate, the best way to go to sleep at night, what you think about your in-laws, or what you'd rather not think about your in-laws. It can be your dogs, your cats, your parrots, your pets. It can be anything, but it can also, of course, be about DeSyn. It can be about the products you're building. It can be about anything you want to shill in the entire world. The floor is yours. Feel free. Take as long as you need. Tell us all about it. Tell us what we need to know. I think you're on mute, just in case you're answering. And okay, you're back. You're back.
Oh, Derek asking me the last question, right? Oh, sorry. I thought actually.
Stop.
No. Probably the last thing I want to say is really we plan to really we hope actually by working hard and also appreciate a lot of support from people, the partners, and a lot of supporters in community. We truly hope by launching the protocol and also many great product and secure the product, and we can enable a lot of portfolio manager and help a lot of portfolio investor here to fulfill their investment and also asset management business and their goals. And if we can make it happen, I think that's definitely our biggest joy this year. Yeah, to see that to become reality.
Awesome, man. Well, look, I hope that we do see it become reality. I'm sure that we will. It sounds like you guys are building something incredibly valuable for the entire Web3 ecosystem, particularly those who are involved in DeFi and beyond. Thank you so much for your time. One last time, so everybody who is on the chat can hear it. Where do people go if they want to find out more about DeSyn, if they want to join the community, if they want to join the ambassador program, etc., etc.? please do drop all the wonderful links and let people know where they need to go.
Yeah, SunW Design, their IO, and thank you for everyone's support, and thank you for David and Michael, the organizing this great panel, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you so much. It's been nothing less than a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you. Have a great one. Bye bye.